Hello, my beautiful people. You are welcome back to Prospect Channels TV today. Our today headline says, how Nigerian students stranded in Ukraine with barely enough food or money were victimized, robbed by their host. Lolade's Laura's life has been upside down in a way she never imagined. The third-year medical student from Nigeria is coming to terms with the effect of Russia's invasion of Ukraine that started last week. It is scaring, very scaring. I am very worried. People are running for their lives. We are hiding in groups so we can keep an eye on each other. Laura told Al Jazeera over the phone as she chatted with other students at a safe bunker in the northeastern city of Sumy. The Russian president Putin ordered what he said was a special military operation against Ukraine on Thursday, a full-scale invasion, followed with Ukrainian president, declaring martial law, saying his country will defend itself. On Saturday, fighting reached the streets of Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, as Russian troops pressed ahead. According to the U.S. military, Russia now has at least 50% of its estimated 150,000 strong invasion forces in Ukraine. The conflict has so far killed more than 200 civilians, including 3 children. Nearly 1,100 had been injured in the conflict, including 33 children, according to Ukraine's health ministry. The United Nations estimates more than 100,000 people have been displaced within the country since the conflict started. There is no escape. Trains have been stopped working. Most supermarkets are closed, and those that are opened are running away low on food stocks. ATMs are not working, and everyone is desperately looking for money, Laura said, as sirens went off in the background. There are no official figures on the number of African students currently studying in Ukraine, but Laura said there are hundreds of us in our city. At my university, there are about 100 Nigerian students. I am shuttling with some of them, Laura added. Some students have managed to cross the border into Poland. I live in Kyiv. I have been living here since March last year. Somto Orona, a student at State University of Telecommunications in Kyiv, told Al Jazeera, "We have received no support from any government authorities. The school only gave us bomb shelter to hide when the air raid siren is on. The sirens came on and off for about 5 times yesterday before I left," he said. A Nigerian national added, "There is little food. I could not access it for 2 days now. Every ATM on the road has no cash. Others have had even less luck." Samuel George, a first-year software engineering student, fled Kyiv after the sharing and sirens got too much for him to handle. "I drove from Kyiv. We are trying to survive. We don't want to die in a foreign country," George said. As he neared the Polish border, Samuel's luck ran out. He said he had a minor road accident with a vehicle carrying Ukrainians because the road was narrow. He said they took his money and stopped him from driving any further. They are not officials, police or military. They are normal citizens who stopped us Africans from driving to the border. They let Ukrainians pass through, but not us, judge said. I am now walking to the border. I have no other option. I don't know how long further the border is. They even took our money. It is like they are not human beings, judge said, adding that he would no longer talk on the phone because his hands were frozen in the sub-zero temperature. On Saturday, the Polish Ministry of Internal Affairs said more than 115,000 people have crossed into Poland from Ukraine, adding that everyone from Ukraine was allowed to enter, even those without a valid passport. But for Somto and several other students, crossing the border into Poland has not been easy. I will be heading to Nigeria from Poland if I am able to cross. But if I see a school offer around, I will take it up because I don't want my school life to be disrupted, he said as he joined the queue at the border gate. Sahara reporters had reported how several Nigerians trying to cross from Ukraine into neighboring countries were denied exit. Some of the Nigerians who spoke to Sahara reporters said some officials labeled them as Russians and almost burnt them to death for the intervention of some policemen. I beg your pardon. They said we are Russians. This is really getting out of hand. We almost got burnt yesterday on our way from Lviv. It was a policeman that saved the situation, one of them said. We are not allowed into Slovakia. We can get a flight from Slovakia. Most of our friends are dead. The current situation is that you are denied entry into Slovakia. Someone who managed to enter Slovakia in the middle of the night and no one from Nigeria had reached out to them, another Nigerian lamented. Sahara reporters also reported that hundreds of Nigerians and other nationals were freezing at locations around the Ukraine border after security officials refused to allow them entry into neighboring countries. The Nigerian government had on Saturday listed 4 borders in Ukraine where its citizens seeking to leave the country could be evacuated. So guys, I'm dropping it here. What's your take? Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts with us below the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye for now.